Hello guys, as you can see this will be a little bit different video. I'm commenting a gameplay footage post. I'm doing a difficulty 10 mission which should have been hard, but it was actually really easy. We will talk about that later. I'm picking a metal loadout, so the Napalm, Barrage, the Quasar cannon and the Warpack and the Gatling sentry. These are pretty great options, especially the Warpack. And as I mentioned, I'm doing a difficulty 10 mission against terminids in a city map. And as you can see, for the first post-commented gameplay video, I choose to run in a squad instead of solo because I was not sure about my solo skills. So I just went with the squad. And it turned out to be pretty easy because I got a really skilled squad with a really good loadout. I forgot to mention, but you will see that I'm using the Crossbow, the Talon, and for the grenade I use the Termite. I think against normal terminids without any subfaction modifiers, these are the best weapons. Of course the meta can change depending on map or subfactions, but for this situation I thought that these were the best stratagems and weapons. And one more thing, for the armor I'm using the armor with the medkit armor passive. This is my favorite one because it gives you 2 more steams, and more steams give you more room for mistakes. So as you can see, I'm just calling down everything, and we only have 2 in the squad. So I'm putting down a beacon, also an SOS beacon, to get 1 more player. I'm just looking around here and I spotted on the map a group of enemies, so I dropped the Gatling sentry just to clear them, and meanwhile I can run away and do the objectives. Usually when I choose a landing spot, I try to choose something that is calm, so it's not surrounded by enemies, but it's also close to objectives. As you can see, the squad goes in every direction now, and it's not a problem because they are skilled. And yeah, I used the crossbow to close bug holes, but as you can see, the bug hole hitboxes can be buggy and strange. And I also use the crossbow because it can clear multiple enemies with 1 shot, and the talon for up close enemies. So I think it's a pretty great combo. And as you can see, the Impaler's body is bugged and it keeps moving around, and it just closed the bug hole, so thank you for that. This has been a bug for a long time. I have seen multiple instances of this happening, and as you can see, with the crossbow I can just move around and clear the nests quickly. And another player just joined, so we now have a full squad. And as you can see, the other players are doing their jobs, so we are not coordinating, but everybody knows what to do. This destroy eggs mission is pretty easy. We already destroyed 2 of those egg nests and we only have 1 remaining, and we are like 2 minutes in, so it's a pretty great progress. We are just doing the side objectives here. So see, sometimes this happens when skilled players join. You don't even have to think about anything, just go and do the objectives and everybody knows their job. And if we take a look at the map, you can see that everybody is in a different place doing the objectives separately. With the skilled team, this is not a problem. It becomes the problem when you don't have any skilled players. Then if they separate, they usually just keep dying alone. But that was not the case here. Everybody had a great loadout and everybody did their job. So I just stayed here and waited for the side objective to complete, the LiDAR station. This part was pretty calm because when you split up, the other group can trigger the bug breach and they can deal with it, and you will have a room and time to do anything because the bugs will be on them and not on you. Quick tip here, you can listen for the beep, and when you hear it, you know that the satellite dish is on the right place, and my teammate just activated it. And I'm using the Warpack here because in a city map it can be more useful than on a regular map because you have more obstacles like cars and walls. That's why I picked that one here. Otherwise I would use the gas dog or another guard dog type backpack. and the mission is already completed in less than 5 minutes. This is usually not the case, but this team was pretty great. But we will still finish the whole map, and we just found the stalker nest here, and it already got destroyed before I even saw a stalker. So it's pretty great progress. Yeah, here for traversing the city, the warp pack comes in clutch, because as you could see there, I could climb the building and this impaler is still moving around. It's funny until it hits you, so be careful with that. For enemies that are a bit closer than usual, I play it safe and just use the Talon because I'm afraid of the crossbow explosion. The map is almost clear, we still have some objectives, but it's a really great progress. And the bug breach is again not on me. I barely see any enemies. That's the good part when you split up, but if you get the bug breach, then it's pretty bad because you have to deal with all of the enemies. But we have been lucky so far, and the rest of the team dealt with those breaches pretty nicely. And I just found this bigger layer and I cleared it pretty fast. And again, for some reason there were no bugs here, probably my teammates just baited them. And this is why I like using the crossbow, because you can just close bug holes so fast. And for example, if you would bring the secondary grenade launcher, that would take a lot of time to reload that, and also it has only like 6 shots, so you would need to resupply for a heavy bug nest like this. And with the crossbow, it's your main weapon, so you can use it against everything and close the bug holes fast. And I think this was our first death. I mean, not my death, but my teammate's death. And I think the bugs are on him. So we solved that mystery. And one more thing about city maps. With city maps, you don't have a clear line of sight, but the enemies don't have that either. So it becomes an advantage, because on a normal map, a Bile Titan would spawn and it would see me across like 200 meters and come over. But in this case, nothing can really see me from far away. But now that changes, because I just went where the bugs are. And from now the footage will be more action-packed. As you can see, I deployed the sentry. I like using sentries because they can cover more angles, but I have to be careful with them, because when a charger spawns, it can easily destroy it, or if a Bile Titan spawns, it can easily destroy it. And I just dropped the Napalm Barrage because I saw the bug breach. So if you have the Napalm Barrage, the best tactic is to drop it when you see a bug breach, and it can usually clear the entire bug breach. Sometimes the breach lasts longer than the Napalm Barrage, but most of the times it's enough. And while the Napalm Barrage and the laser is going, I am just trying to protect my position and my teammates' position here. I'm just waiting for the bug breach to end so I can go there and clear the nest. And the stratagem's finished, but the bug breach has not. But it should finish soon, so that's why I'm moving closer. And we can see the Bile Titan here. I really did not use Quasar cannon that much in this run, but you can see it's pretty useful when you have heavy enemies. It requires a lot of skill to hit the head, but you will get used to it if you are using it a lot. And another one just spawned in the background, and we are still trying to keep our positions here and just clean the bug nest. But for some reason this bug breach was pretty long. I don't know how the game calculates its duration, and I hit that Bile Titan despite not aiming at the head. The reason is because I saw the Napalm Barrage, and I thought that that might weaken it enough to follow-up Quasar cannon shot would be enough, but it was not. Meanwhile, this good squad is just calling the extraction, and it's a good idea to do that, because while we are fighting here, they can call it down, and by the time we reach the extraction area, then it will be there. And we are fighting for our lives here. And I just realized here that this nest was cleaned during the fighting. So we are just trying to deal with this Bile Titan. It would be easy to deal with it. I just need a clear shot, but my teammate kept rotating it. Now you will see the downsides of the Quasar cannon. At the last moment, the car exploded, so I couldn't finish the shot. That's why some people hate the Quasar cannon. I still like it because of the infinite ammo, but you need to adapt to it and get used to it. Now the nest was cleared, so we are just running away, and I called my teammate in. This mission was part of the Permanent Fence Galactic campaign, and from this video you can learn that the difficulty is not the only indicator of the mission. So this was a easy mission type, the Destroy Eggs mission, and it was a city map with the normal terminids, and this combination caused it to be really easy. And also my teammates were pretty great. Everybody knew what to do. There were only a few deaths, and I mean everybody was really skilled here. You know, there is a level when you play this game a lot and you just know what your other teammates think. And the stratagem spamming starts at the extraction area as usual. My teammate brought a laser. I wouldn't bring a laser for a Terminid mission, but he used it pretty efficiently and we finished the mission quickly, so I will say nothing about that. The only teammate that is not here is H2. He died during the nest clear, but I recalled him and he is making his way here. And my teammate brought the Lumberer exosuit, and it's actually one of the best exosuits for Terminid missions because you can take out heavy enemies with the cannon, but you can also clear smaller enemies with the flamethrower. During extraction, I'm just trying to throw my stratagems in places where enemies can spawn, so I just try to protect the area. And at just 10 minutes we are already in the extraction area and somebody already boarded it. Now we are just goofing around. I usually only go inside when everybody is near the Pelican. I try to help them even in the last seconds, but he was right here, so I boarded it and we completed this difficulty 10 mission in about like 10 minutes. You will see the final time there. And yeah, so it's not always about difficulty, it's sometimes about the other factors. For example, in a hive world, it would have been a different experience, a much harder experience. And you can see the timer at the right corner. It was almost 11 minutes and we completed everything, every nest, every side objective. I was actually surprised by this and I ran another mission and that was even easier. So it's just the combination of the map, the mission type, the faction and your teammates. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit different than usual. And if you would like to see more videos like this, maybe a solo run, let me know in the comments. The next time I will try something harder because, as I said before, this was absurdly easy. But before I go, let's take a look at the stats because they are telling. Usually you can see how the mission went from stats. You don't even have to look at the footage. So let's see it now. And by the way, I always wait for this and I won't disconnect before this because I'm always curious about the stats. Let's see them. And nobody had that, only one guy, and that was at the nest cleaning area. So yeah, as I said before, this was a really solid squad. Even the green guy is only level 57 and even he has great stats. So yeah, thank you for watching this video and see you at the next one.